Welcome, everyone, to episode 20 of the Missing Pieces podcast. If this is your first time watching or listening, as this is available everywhere that podcasts are available, this is where I sit down and I discuss my life and Lego and anything else that was on my mind this week. And if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, you can probably guess that one of the things that was on my mind is the new brickitect studio, which now is fully moved into, not set up yet. We have shelves, we've got boxes, nothing's where it needs to be, and I'm still trying to figure that out, and it's stressing me out and weighing on me. But there was something else that happened this week that was weighing on me even more and is actually going to be the topic of this episode. And that was my decision to no longer monetize my videos here on Brickitect, at least the ones that I make with Clark. And I want to talk about that, but before I do that, I need to give you the backstory on this. And the story actually goes all the way back to last week in this very location when I recorded Missing Pieces episode 19. In that episode, I discussed how I was going to rely more heavily on Patreon, and at the suggestion of many of my patrons, I needed to create some tiers for that system. Essentially, what a tier is isn't something that comes down your face and you often see in Missing Pieces. Bad joke. A tier is a pledge amount, so $1, $5, $10, and each one of those tiers as you go up higher would have more exclusive content. And Patreon people use that as a way to entice people to join, because without any kind of tiers, and I realize this myself the hard way, people tend not to join unless they're very, very passionate. And as such, when I made that episode last week, when I went on to discuss the tiers, I noticed when I watched the video back, I didn't notice this when I was recording it, but when I watched the video back, I realized that I don't value myself. I don't have a high opinion of myself. I feel like I'm not worthy. And I noticed when I was talking about those tiers that I would use language like, oh, I made a $5 tier, and that you might want to join that. And I made a $10 tier, but I don't think anyone would want to join that, even though I'm offering this exclusive thing. And then I even made a $25 tier, and there's no way anyone would want to support us there. And I watched that video back, and I just felt so bad about myself for talking like that. And I decided anyway to put that out there, because this, of anything that I do, this is the most real that it gets. And you guys noticed it as well. I saw several comments that mentioned about, having worth or feeling that you're worthy. And I feel like Tracy left a comment that really hit home with me, and this kind of formed my path for the rest of the week and the decision that I made to no longer monetize the videos. Tracy said, "Underestimating your worth is not humility. This is a lesson that I've been learning. You are worth supporting because of the positivity and creativity you put into the world. Let others invest in that and trust that they're doing it purely because they see the real value of your channel." And that really hit home with me. I know for a fact that even other times when people, maybe you feel this way too, when someone gives me a compliment, like for example, say the brickitect studio was looking amazing right now and someone's like, wow, you did a great job with the studio, I would find a way not to accept that compliment, but to deflect it and say, well, I still need to work on that, or that's not the way that I necessarily wanted. I take something that's positive that someone wants to give me, and I'm trying not to get emotional. Let's try not to have this kind of tears in this podcast. Bad joke again. But I would take something positive that someone wanted to give me, and I turn it into a negative. And I know I'm not alone on this. And even Tracy said that it's a lesson that she's been learning. And I just realized after watching that back and after seeing those comments from people that I need to value myself. I do have worth. There's a reason that people subscribe to this channel. There's a reason that people watch these videos. It may be because Clark's cute as heck and you love seeing his activities, but I feel like we really are worth it. And I need to believe that. I really do. And the funny thing is, and what really helped me with this and helped build my confidence was when I talked myself down on those $5 tiers and the $10 tiers and the $25 ones, saying that no one would find enough value in us to donate at those, even though I was giving things away. You know what happened? People did join those tiers. People joined the $5 tier. People upgraded to the $5 tier. People joined the $10 tier. People joined the $25 tier. In fact, people joined the $50 tier that I made, the one that I thought that no one would do for me. They joined the $50 tier, and I even got messages saying, thank you for making this tier, the $50 tier. Thank you for making it. I want to support your channel. And it was just like, I'm not going to cut this. There's people out there that care. And that leads me to the next part of this, which again led to my decision to no longer monetize the Greg and Clark videos. That was the big boost that I needed. The other thing that I needed was to actually see the numbers. And I unfortunately went back this week and I started looking at the numbers, the views, the monetized playbacks were the ads that played, and then ultimately the money that was earned from those videos. And I guess I should give a little bit of backstory. I'm sure most of you guys have been following Missing Pieces here for a while, but COPPA is a thing where if you make videos that are tailored to kids or kids could potentially enjoy, which is like the most broad thing of all time, if you make videos like that, you have to mark your videos as made for kids or potentially suffer a fine from the FTC. And for me, I don't necessarily feel like my videos are made for kids, but I could see kids enjoying them, and I get responses back that kids do enjoy the videos, especially the ones with Clark in them. So I made the decision late last year that any videos that I make with Clark, which is a significant number of them, as you probably know, I'm going to mark those as made for kids. The ones that are just me, I feel like I can get away with because I'm a 35-year-old dude that's enjoying Lego, and I don't think that's super appealing to young kids. So we'll just we'll just keep it for that for right now. And I've been marking the videos that way, and the views haven't gone down. Like, it hasn't affected anything like that. Like, people are still watching our channel. People are enjoying it. The problem is there's not much ad revenue that's coming from it. I went back just in the last week. I looked at a few of the videos. In fact, I looked at a lot of them. And I have a couple examples here. These aren't exceptions. This is pretty much the norm. But I'm going to give you actual numbers here of revenue and views, so you can kind of see where this is going and what led me to this decision as we creep along on this story that may be going on longer than it should, but this is a podcast, so you're here for the long haul, and I appreciate that. So last week's mail video, not the one that I put up yesterday, but the one last week, I think it was called "I Know a Guy That Can Build That" or something. 10,000 people watched that video, which is great. That's incredible. To have 10,000 people care enough to sit down and watch a video of you and your son opening up boxes is really cool. Of those 10,000 views, this is where we start getting into trouble. Only 5,300 of those, because the video is made for kids, only 5,300 of those actually played ads. They call them monetized playbacks. So 10,000 people sat down to watch the video, only 5,300 of them saw an ad. And you might think that's maybe a good thing from a video watcher's standpoint or like a consumer standpoint, but it kind of hurts when you're a video maker because those ads are where I make a living, essentially. So of those 5,300 ads, the video made $4.17 out of 10,000 views, which is, if you don't know anything about YouTube or how much ads are worth, it's extremely low, extremely low. And I have another example here too, the Lego City Monster Truck video, which we really enjoyed making. I got 14,000 views. You guys obviously enjoyed it as well. Maybe you enjoyed it well. That had 8,600 monetized playbacks. So roughly half of the people that watched it, once again, got an ad, which is not good. And then that video made $6.86. So between those two videos, 24,000 views, they made about $11 combined off 24,000 views. If that was a regular video that I did by myself, or if I didn't mark it as made for kids, if I skirted the system, I'll give you an example. So we talked about 24,000 views, $11. My brick calendar video, which was just me solo doing my thing, making a video, didn't mark it as made for kids. That video had 18,000 views. Of those views, 16,000 of those were monetized. And that video made $54.83. So 6,000 fewer views made $43 more. So you can see why maybe, and this is YouTube let us know this very early on, 4 months before COPPA hit, they basically said, if you make videos that are made for kids, if your channel's made for kids, this is going to have a significant impact on your business. And I can tell you, after a month of COPPA, because I think it started on January 7th, 100%, it really, really does. And I can see why a lot of people that make made for kids videos or toy videos and things like that, I can see why they're getting out of this, because it's just the numbers aren't there. It doesn't work. So for me, and this is where we're getting into why I'm deciding just to drop the ads entirely. For me to have 10,000 people watch a video, for it to make $4.17, I just don't think it's worth it. Why? If you just want to go to the point where 5,300 people watched an ad that made $4, it's like, is it worth it to have 5,000 people sit down to watch one of my videos, to have some random ad play that could be for anything and everything, to make $4? And some of you might say, yeah, Greg, I mean, that's $4, that helps. But I think I have a better solution. And this week proved to me that I think this plan could potentially work. It might entirely fail, but I think it could potentially work. What if I do this? and I actually experimented with this yesterday, and I haven't gotten any feedback on it because the video is made for kids. What if instead of playing an ad that YouTube comes up with that makes $4 off of 10,000 views, or 5,300 people that saw the ad? And I know this is getting to be a lot of numbers, but bear with me here for the non-mathitechs. What if instead of advertising some random thing to 10,000 people, what if at the beginning of the video, and you guys could go back and watch yesterday's video how I plan to do this, what if at the beginning of that video I said, this video is brought to you ad-free thanks to our patrons. Thank you. Wait, I'm messing this up royally. I did a one-take thing yesterday, and it was so good. I don't cut these videos, though. What if I just say, this, at least this is the essence. This video is brought to you ad-free thanks to our patrons. If you want to support our channel, the link is down below. Thank you for your support and enjoy the video. Something along those lines where it's like 5 seconds of me just saying that. And then we go right into our video. There's no ads that play at the beginning. There's no ads that play in the middle. There's no ads that play at the end. It's just us doing our thing. And maybe, and this is what I'm hoping for, maybe out of those 10,000 people, one person is like, you know what, maybe I'll go over there and support them $5. Like one of the lowest tiers, $5. That would actually make more money than what 5,300 people watching an ad would make, $4.17. So you see where I'm coming from here. And again, I don't know of anyone that's ever done this before. I don't know if anyone has just dropped ads entirely to promote Patreon or to go all in on Patreon. But the way that I see it, at least for now, until we know exactly what's coming in this COPPA thing and what falls into it and what doesn't, because we haven't heard anything. If my videos that I make with Clark, which I intend to make for the long haul, well past the time that he's 13, as long as he's still willing to hang out with his old man, if I'm going to do this, I think the only way that I can do it is through Patreon. And I would much rather, if we're going to talk about ads, instead of showing some random ad that makes $4 off of 10,000 people watching it, I'd much rather have a quality thing that I say in the beginning of the video. Not what you saw in here where I messed it up royally, but I'd much rather have just a quality statement that says, this video is brought to you ad-free by Patreon. If you want to support us, you can do it down below. Thank you for your support. Enjoy the video. That to me is way less, what is the word? Intrusive than watching some type of random ad for like a vacuum cleaner or something like that. Plus, like I said, if one person joins, it makes that whole video, worth it. I don't want to say worth it, but it compensates for that. But what if 2 people join? What if 3 people join? What if that person that joins at the $10 level? Maybe this could be a better route. Maybe Patreon is the way to go. I can tell you one thing for certain. I really appreciate having the security of Patreon versus the randomness of YouTube. I know I'm not making nearly as much on Patreon, even with the people that have joined. It's gone up significantly since last week, and which again is awesome and is put me at this level where I'm actually thinking like this. But maybe this is the way. Maybe this is how things are going to work from now on. Maybe instead of advertising to thousands of people, maybe it's about finding those few people that are willing to support you. And again, I'm not taking anything away from the people that just watch this channel. I'm not going to be like, oh, my content's going to be on Patreon. It's going to be a way to financially support this channel, but I still want to give to the people that give so much to me, whether that's making money or not. I'd much rather just find a way to financially float this channel, and I can do that also by making videos by myself as well. So that's another thing. Like if I keep the ads on videos like that brick calendar one, for example, that video with 18,000 views made $50. That's great. Like that allows me to make 2 other videos that are made for kids with Clarkman that I want to make, and I don't have to worry about it so much. But the Patreon thing is like, it's security. It's knowing that that's going to be there, assuming that people stick with me, even if AdSense failed. And I've watched videos of people that, give you advice on YouTube, and they tell you never to rely on AdSense as your sole income. And that's exactly what I've been doing for a couple years. And I always thought, like, YouTube's not going anywhere, and I don't think YouTube will go anywhere. The question is, where is the ads going? Where's the money going? Where is it going? We don't really know. There's all these things that can pop up. And even the last 3 years that I've been doing this full time, we've seen like the adpocalypse. I saw like the kids videos with the comments get removed. Then I saw the made for kids thing with COPPA, and it's just been like hit after hit after hit. And it'd be nice to have a place where I can feel secure, and Patreon for me is that. And I know you guys are probably sick of hearing about it. I'm sick of thinking about it and talking about it. But this was where I was at this week, and this is something that really weighed heavily on me. And again, something that I don't know if it's even going to work or not, but I like the idea of it. I actually feel much better about it. Like, in fact, I would love And I don't know how the YouTube algorithm would affect me on this, but I would love to make all my videos that way. I just don't think it's going to be possible until we reach like a level of Patreon that I don't think has ever been seen in a Lego space before. And I don't know if that's going to happen, and I don't know if anybody new is going to join our Patreon, but I'm hoping through making these videos ad-free, maybe people appreciate that. I think it's a bold move to say I'm dropping ads on my videos just because people are supporting me, and for me, it's the right thing to do, at least right now. Maybe a month from now, things will be different. Maybe we'll find out COPPA isn't what it used to be, and 2021, we're right back to making videos again with Clarkman that can be monetized. I don't know. I mean, I've told people that if by June I don't see like someone's channel getting shut down, I don't see the fish in the barrel getting shot at, or whatever phrase that jerk at the FTC used back when he made his video. If I don't see something come of this, I'm just going to say frig it, and I'm going to make my videos not made for kids, because they're not. I'm not sitting here saying the ABCs. I'm talking to you like we're real people. I don't talk any differently in my videos than I talk to you during this podcast, and I can guarantee you this isn't made for kids. But I think right now it's important to play it safe. I don't want to risk it. I do make videos that are very gray. I've tried looking for other examples of people doing what I'm doing, and I've seen other dads and kids make videos, but it's always the one that I saw, I think is called Turbo Toy Time, and you can tell they're very much like tailored to kids. Mine are just like me doing my thing with a zany kid, and we play with toys sometimes. But again, that's something that I think kids enjoy watching. So tough stuff, I guess, but that's where I'm at right now, and that's my mental state. I kind of want to just try it out and see how it goes. We'll keep doing what we're doing. I'll throw that in the beginning of the video. You're not going to see any ads on those videos. And I kind of like it, just telling Google to shove it. I'll find my own way to make this happen. It feels good for me that way too. Even though I rely on them for everything else, I don't like it. I don't know. But that was something big. And we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. Again, the future missing pieces aren't going to be Patreon, which I feels like the last 3 weeks are, but this is what I do for a living, guys, and it's hugely affecting me. So that's how we're going to roll. I do have other topics to talk about. I don't really have an outline, but I had and I know I've talked about this before, but I had an epiphany last night. This is going to be like, let's just cordon that part off. If you only came here to find out why I'm not monetizing my videos anymore, there you got it. Now let's go into stuff that maybe other people actually want to hear about. This epiphany that I had. You guys know that box life has been a big thing for me, and Boxaholics Anonymous is a place that I really need to go. I've got boxes of boxes over here. And I started thinking about this Lego collecting journey that I'm on. And for me, this journey isn't about having hundreds of Lego sets and boxes. I love the idea of having a Lego library. If I had a warehouse with tons of space in it, I would think nothing of having all of my boxes stored with the pieces inside. But when I think about what I enjoy about Lego, what do I enjoy about this hobby in general, I enjoy getting sets that I think are really awesome. I enjoy building those sets with my son. I enjoy playing with those sets, and most of all, I enjoy making the videos and sharing that experience with the world in hopes to inspire other people to do the same. I don't really enjoy boxes sitting on a shelf. It's just there. In fact, I've had my boxes in storage here for like 3 or 4 weeks now. I feel no differently. In fact, if anything, I feel better. I feel like this weight relieved from me. I look at these shelves over here, and there's ones over here that have nothing on them, and I'm like, maybe I can just get rid of those shelves. Maybe my studio doesn't have to be this horde of boxes that just stress me out. Maybe it can be what I want it to be, which is pieces nicely organized so I can build the things that I want to make and make some creative things for you. Show you, once again, that Lego isn't about consumption, it's about creation. And that's where I want to take this. So I'm kind of at the point now, and this is very scary for me. I'm at the point now where I'm thinking about just parting my stuff out and putting it in my collection, because I think I would enjoy those pieces much more. Not if they were in a box with a bag inside to build in some future date, which brings me to the point that I'm probably never going to go back. Lego is always putting out new stuff, awesome stuff, things that I want to build. When am I ever going to go back and build a 2013 Lego race car? When is that going to happen? Never. It's not going to happen. So what's the point of keeping that box sealed? Am I ever going to sell these things? Probably not. When I die, people, Cody, Clark, whoever, they're going to have to manage this. They're going to have to be like, well, let's have an auction, get rid of all this Lego crap. It'll sell for, pennies on the dollar or whatever, and none of it matters. None of it will matter, I should say. And maybe it's something to think about with all possessions. It's like, it's not about the things you own. It's what is that phrase? It's not having what you want. It's wanting what you have. And what I want and what I want to have, I should script these videos. I want to have an organized collection of pieces that are in drawers or stack-ons or something that I can have my own pick-a-brick wall, essentially, where I can go over and I can grab things. That's the next evolution of this. I want to have a space that I can have like a gaming center down here, Snackitect back there at the bar. I want to have a really nice desk setup so I can do my commentary stuff like this. I've got big dreams, and I don't think any of those big dreams involves having a bunch of boxes. And I don't know how much of it involves buying all the new Lego sets. And if I do, I think a big part of me buying the Lego sets is going to be just to build it, enjoy it, and then let it float into the collection. And the box, recycle, have a bonfire. I know I don't want to burn them. People told me I should burn the boxes in a big bonfire if I make the decision, but I don't know. It's kind of, you could recycle these things. They can make new Lego boxes out of it, I suppose. But that's where I'm at on it. It's going to be a painful process. I remember when I threw away the water-damaged Ninjago City box, how painful that was. And as I put it into the recycling thing, I was like, oh. But then, you know what happened? People valued my experience. And I have a Ninjago City box over here. Someone sent it to me. And it's just evidence once again. This kind of brings it full circle. It's evidence once again that there's a community of people out there that care about us and are going to support us. And I need to keep that in my mind. And I think that is important for a lot of people. If you are like me, I know I'm not alone on this. Or Tracy, me and Tracy aren't alone on this. If you feel like you're not worthy of something, know that you are. You absolutely are. Don't have a lower opinion of yourself than other people have, because other people, I can guarantee you, think that you're better than what you think you are. And it's hard to see that, and it's hard to realize it. And I know it's a lot easier when you see people that are joining the thing you created and leaving comments for you, because in the real world that doesn't happen nearly as much. Just know that people do love you and people care about you, and you should also let other people know that as well. Just put it out there. I know it's difficult to sometimes share your emotions, but if you feel like if you compliment someone, tell someone that you love them, tell someone that you care about them, tell someone anything. Just do something to help someone else out, and maybe collectively we can all together just raise each other up. And I think there's no better way to end a Missing Pieces podcast. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me during this time, and thank you for sitting through all of my therapy session here, I guess is what we'll call this. But it feels good kind of putting my thoughts out there and how I feel, and it feels even better knowing that there's people out there that care to think what I have to, or care to hear what I have to say. So on that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll find you in the next Missing Pieces episode.